Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Caslin from AlwaysActingUpPodcast and blog. This is the roadmap series on how to become an actor, steps 1 through steps 10, and all of the little things in between that I think is important to know. So today we're going to talk all about the call sheet, what is a call sheet, and how to read it. But before we get into that, I have some exciting news. I'm super proud, and I want to let you guys know that I have officially opened up an Etsy store. So if you're looking for, resume templates, audition checklists, self-tape audition checklists, and you're like, I'm always forgetting things, or if you're like me, you're in the middle of an amazing take, and then you forgot to turn the camera on, or you forgot that you're doing laundry, or whatever the case it may be, now we officially have a checklist for you, so you no longer have to worry. We also have your actor schedule, so if you feel like you're doing too much or you're not doing enough, maybe you can write down a goal you want to accomplish or something that you're doing each week to continue your progress and your journey on how to become an actor in the entertainment industry or theater, wherever it is you like to do. Okay, so before we get into what is a call sheet, I have a question for you guys, and my question is, since we're on the topic of Etsy and stores and printables, what are some things that you wish you had that I could make a printable for you? Like, do you wish you had another checklist of some sort? Like, more templates? Like, what is something that would be beneficial for you to have in your hands before you're about to begin an audition or head to a photo shoot or whatever the case may be? Let me know in the comment section below and I will make one for you guys. So let's first talk, what is a call sheet? So a call sheet is going to be a document that you're going to receive before your shoot day. And when I say day, I mean like any times of the day. It's not gonna be guaranteed a couple days before. So if you're someone who's like me and your OCD needs to constantly be planning, you're gonna have to take a chill pill on this, because sometimes you're not gonna get your call sheet until 8 hours before or the night before or whatever the case it may be. So it is basically a document that's going to tell you where to go, when to be there, when you're actually going to be on set filming. So we're going to talk about that. Your wardrobe, other people who are in the scenes with you, the crew, nearest hospital, we'll get into all of that. But it's gonna be like your world of information is gonna be your call sheet. So it's incredibly important that 1, you receive it, 2, you respond to it and get any questions you have answered, and 3, that you thoroughly read from the bottom to the top. So let's go ahead and look at an example call sheet that I have made for us today, and you will see that you will receive your call sheet in an email. Now this email is going to be from production of some sort. Okay, now when you're reading the email, you have your documents below, but before you even read that document, let's read the information on the email. It says, please read this entire call sheet and reply. Do we see this right here? Reply to the email to confirm that you have read through the entire thing. Let me know if there are any questions and I will see you there. Now this is incredibly important. I'm telling you, I can't even tell you how many directors I have heard, independent projects, of course, who are so frustrated because actors will show up, oh, I didn't read the call sheet, I didn't know. It's because they didn't read the call sheet and they didn't reply to this email. Because let me tell you guys, I was making a practice call sheet like in this template here that we're going to be talking to, and it was quite time consuming. So for you to not reply to the email, it just shows your lack of professionalism and it's not good. Also, this is really important. If you don't respond to your call sheet, someone's gonna assume that maybe you're not available anymore, maybe you're not interested, and the chances of you getting recast are very high. So if you want to keep your job and you want to keep your reps happy and you want to have a nice smooth day, reply and let them know that you've received it. Otherwise, it's not good. So just reply, make sure you've received it, and let's go ahead and read through the information of what a call sheet is. And when I say reply, what I mean is you're gonna go and just reply. You don't need to reply all, because that's gonna send it to every single person who was sent this email. And if you're asking a personal question about what color underwear you need to buy or bring with you, you don't want everybody seeing it. So just reply to that one person who sent it to you. Okay, let's go ahead and open up this call sheet. So I'm just gonna click it here. All right, here it is. We have downloaded the call sheet, and now it is time to walk through it, talk about it, and make sure we fully understand what time we're supposed to be there, our roles, our characters, what scenes we're doing, etc., etc., etc. So I also wanted to mention that there are a ton of different variations of call sheets that I have seen, but there are some typical words and formats that I see pretty consistently on every single one. If you remember the episode I did on resumes, it's similar. There are a lot of different variations, but there's always going to be similar standard things on these documents. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have first up at the top, we're going to have your production team. Basically, these are the people who are putting this call sheet together. Now, this is going to be your executive producer, head honcho, the big one, the one with the money that's really making sure this is all happening. We got the producer. I thought this was quite clever. Caslin and Nilsag. Hey, that's my name backwards. All right, moving on to the other side. This is going to be the production company and their address. So if there were to be something that would happen down the line, maybe you want to hold on to this call sheet because this is the production company and their information, which I recently kind of went into a situation and found that this was incredibly important to have their information. All right, I feel like this is pretty simple. This would be the title of the project that you're working on. This is only going to be, let's say, day 1, but it could be day 1 of 15. But maybe only, you're maybe only working 1 day, but there could be 15 days of the whole production. So moving on, this is going to be where we are filming today. I just assumed that we are going to be filming in, of course, a parking structure in Milwaukee. Anyways, but it's important to mention that, see how it says EXT? Note that because we will be talking about that in just a little bit. Base camp means this is where you're going to arrive. This is the location where Crafty is going to be. This is where everyone's going to be. Say people are filming out and about and they're going here, 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 here. We're going to all come together at base camp. So that's what base camp is. Crew parking. Sometimes they have to lug more crap around and it's heavy. They have different parking than the actors. Background holding, BG is background. Background parking, as I just mentioned, you may have a different parking lot than the rest of the crew. So it's important to make sure that you know exactly where you're going. Moving on, we have hospital. I didn't fill this out all the way, but this one you'll see on every single call sheet. And it is so important to know where the nearest hospital is in case there is an emergency. Unfortunately, there has been a lot of situations. I feel like as of recently, you'll hear in the news of accidents happening on set and unfortunate events. So it's important to know where the nearest hospital is. No one's going to be scrambling around because it's right here on the call sheet. So now we have your sunrise and sunset. This is pretty much standard on every single call sheet. The weather, I think this is important to note as well, especially if you're going to be filming outdoors. Is it going to be hot? Maybe you need to bring some sunglasses, sunblock, etc., etc., etc. Or say, for example, you're going to be filming inside, but it's going to be raining, so plan accordingly, have your umbrella ready, boots, whatever it is that you need to be prepared for your shoot. Now, if you'll notice, the crew has a pretty early call time. Let's assume that this is PM because I didn't put that on here. And we know that it's going to be a night shoot because we are going to be talking about that here. So crew's going to get here earlier than everybody else. They're going to be there to set up. That's why when you arrive, lucky for us, sometimes we can get to work right away. Otherwise, they're still working on it or they're finishing a scene from before. So crew's going to get there early. The actual shoot is going to take place at 8. Breakfast, I know you're like, but breakfast 7 p.m. in the evening? What happens is that it actually starts, your time, your day starts on crew call. So 6:30, and I think it's like 5 to 6 hours. During that time period, they need to eat. They've been working really hard. Let's feed people. So we call that breakfast. And then let's say you shoot for another 7 hours, then you have to take another break. That's called lunch. Whether it be 8 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, midnight, you're gonna need your breakfast and your lunch. So that's what that actually means. It doesn't mean breakfast is gonna be our standard classic brunch time at noon or 1, whatever you decide to actually eat. All right, let's move on here. here. Don't be suspicious. Don't be creepy. These are going to be notes that's going to be important for you and everybody to read. As I mentioned, pay attention to the time and weather of the day, because you may need to prepare, and being outside all day, especially in a place like Vegas, it's hot and you can be outside for like 10 minutes and you're going to start sweating, and it's going to be hot. Moving on, any additional notes? Now let's move on here. We're going to see this section. This is where you're going to be starting to really pay attention. SC is going to be scene. So if you have an entire script, there's going to be different numbers on them. This is going to be scene number 1. Interior or exterior is I/E. This, as we mentioned, is going to be the parking structure. So it's going to be exterior, which is outside. We've established that it's a night shoot, so plan accordingly. Get some rest during the day. Don't go crazy during the day. Let's see, moving on, we have eighths. Now, what in the world is this? This is kind of strange, and Hassani and I were kind of going over this the other day, and it really doesn't make any sense, but your scene in your page is broken down into eighths. So let's say you have a scene and it's about this big, fold it in half, that's half, and then you break it again, and that's how your scene is broken down. So when it says something like 1 1/8, that means you're doing an entire page, one whole page, and just an eighth of another page. It's some old school stuff that one person did way back in the day, and now it's just one of those standard things that we all do. So that's how much you're going to be filming, is one full page and an eighth. Duration, we didn't talk about that. Characters 1 and 3. This is going to be where and who you are on the call sheet. So if you're the lead, which clearly I am today, you're gonna be listed as character number 1. If you are maybe not the lead, but maybe you come in for a day, you're gonna be listed as character number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are all like really good places to be, so be happy about that. But these are the numbers, and instead of having to write Susie, Sally, Jeffrey, whatever, they just kind of say 1, 3. Again, we have location is the parking garage here. Now let's move down here. Pay attention, because this is where you are. If you are the captain, which I decided was going to be me, I'm the lead. See, character 1, captain, that's going to be me, is the artist or the actor. And now we have SWF. What in the world is that? Well, it doesn't mean Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. What it actually means is start, work, finish. I know that this is going to be a one-day shoot for me, because I'm starting and I'm working and I'm finishing just in one day. If somebody is a recurring character, you're probably just going to see SW or W for working. Now, PU means pickup. Is this a pickup day? Have you shot this exact scene before and you're coming to do it again? Or is this a brand new scene? So this is not a pickup scene here. This is a brand new scene. We've never done it before. We're gonna kill it. Crew's gonna kill it. Everyone's gonna do so good. We're not gonna need a pickup day. All right, HMW, hair, makeup, wardrobe. This is important to pay attention to. Just because we're shooting at, what did we say? 8 o'clock does not mean you arrive at 8 o'clock. That means you need to be on set with your hair and makeup, getting ready at whatever time this is here. So this says 8:30. Do you arrive at 8:30? No. Early is on time is late. Because I'm telling you, Murphy's Law will happen, and you're gonna get stuck behind a tractor trailer pulling, I don't know, a bed of raccoons or whatever the case may be. Something's going to happen and you need to get there early. Just get there early, something's going to happen, and you wanna be on set, prepared, ready to go. You don't want people asking, where's so-and-so? Because again, you could be replaced or they could find somebody else. And of course, if something's happening, just have good communication. Otherwise, it's gonna be a really hard day for everybody. Moving on, after hair and makeup, you're gonna go on set. This is when you're going to block. This is when we're gonna talk about your position A, B, C. Go to your 1, go to your 2, go to this place, do this line here, then go have a drink over here. This is when you're gonna do your rehearsing. After that, is your set and call time. This is when you absolutely need to be on set. Get all your bathroom breaks done, all your crafty done. You need to be on set right here. If there were to be any special instructions, of course, that will be placed in this area. So in the next section here, transportation, let's just pretend I didn't have a car or whatever the case may be, and I'm a celebrity and my driver's license happened or whatever the case may be, I need someone to pick me up. This information is going to be here. Pick up Caslin. Pick me up at 6:30. So we can go get a snack on the way. I will be that person. I'm just kidding. Yes or no. Today, I guess I should have circled no. And then this last section here, this is going to be all of the additional crew members. I think it'll be a little bit neater most of the time, but these are the people you may see on set. These are the people who are going to need to see this call sheet. Again, we have the executive producer, the producer, my crew members who are going to be helping me out today, and anybody else who's going to need to be seeing this call sheet will see this call sheet. All right, I think that's a pretty good explanation of what is a call sheet and how to read it. Again, it is super important to read from the top all the way to the bottom, and then what do you do? Then you're going to go back to your email, reply to it, just reply, not reply all, and say, yes, I have received this call sheet. I am so excited to see you on set. Thank you so much for your time. Of course, if you do have questions or something doesn't make sense to you, or maybe you talked about specific wardrobe with this person and this person said this and this person said XYZ, it is totally okay to ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you don't know. So I'd rather ask questions and make sure I'm on the same page as everybody else than show up unprepared or ready or not ready. So I hope this helps answer any questions you may have on what is a call sheet and how to read it. Have a great day, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any additional questions, again, leave it in the comment section below. I do my best to make these videos as informative as possible. Of course, as you've seen, I make mistakes all the time. Mistakes are normal. We're human. It happens. But I do my best, and if I happen to miss something, just let me know. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, wait. Let me know if you have any questions or some things that I haven't covered yet in this roadmap series, because I am more than happy to answer those questions for you and make a completely other video. All right, I'm leaving now.